Have you ever found yourself stuck with a pair of tangled up headphones? That moment when you're in a hurry, but your music is just held hostage with a web of knots? Much like the tangle of negative self-talk we often find ourselves in. Today, we're going to explain cognitive distortions using this very analogy. I will show you how to start untangling those thoughts so you can enjoy more of life's sweet music. Just like starting with one knot at a time, identifying our cognitive distortions is the very first step. Cognitive distortions are twisted ways of thinking. They are thought patterns that can make us feel bad about ourselves or look at life in very unhealthy ways. Yes, they're normal, but as I like to say, normal is not always healthy. Just because everybody does it doesn't mean that it is good or healthy for us. Among these distortions, there are a few common knots we all struggle with. And here are some of the examples. Imagine thinking, I'll never do anything right after making that small mistake. This all or nothing thinking distorts reality, making us believe that one error defines us. This is seeing things in terms of extremes. Something is either fantastic or horrible. If I can't do this perfectly, I'm a complete failure. Another one is overgeneralization. Seeing a single setback as an endless cycle of defeat. Thinking, I messed up this time, things are just never going to work out. Another common one is personalization. Taking everything personally or assigning blame to yourself, such as when a friend is short with you and you immediately think, they're upset with me, what did I do wrong? And remember, these are just a few examples. The types of knots in our minds are as varied as the tangle in our wires. This is just like the careful work of untangling our thoughts and investigating them by trying to look at them more clearly. We can do this by asking things like, is this thought true? Could something else be possible? Examining our thoughts helps us loosen each cognitive knot and eventually unwind the cognitive wires in our brain. This takes time because we have tightened them so many times. It may feel that they are just hardwired into our brain. But guess what? They're not. We can rewire our brain. The key is patience and practice because despite all the gadgets, all the techniques we can buy or use to keep our cords untangled, they always seem to end up back in a knot. So just like the headphones tossed in a bag, moving through life's hustle and bustle, our thoughts get jumbled. Untangling negative self-talk isn't easy, but it's possible, very possible. So tell me, are you ready to start untangling? And if you want me to help you get a new perspective, I want you to go to deardrbecky.com right now and send me a note about what you're working on in your life or your mental health. Remember, everything is anonymous, so I can answer your questions in my other YouTube series, Dear Dr. Becky. Make sure to check out one of them while you're here. And remember, your mind matters because you truly matter. I'll see you next week.